Lance Stephenson. I think the advantage would be more towards the BallHogs, who's coming off a victory over DMV last week.
Oh, Stephenson, born ready in the starting lineup. Beasley, air ball there. Murphy, back-to-back air balls, but Beasley's gonna get it, clear it. Stephenson for three. Long with it. Murphy gets that screen. Love's going left. As he pull. In and out. Good rebound by Stevens. Kicks it right back out. And sticks to three. Good ball movement.
Yeah, but how many times we see it in the league? Offensive rebound leads to what?
Wide open three. Yeah. I think guys like work on that now. It's better than actually going back to force it up. Michael Beasley jabs. That strong left hand. Gets to the free throw line.
It's some players too, Brian, you know where their strength is at, left hand. You try to take it away, but yet the really good scorers and players still get back to where they need to with that dominant hand.
But you don't have to be like Beasley's spin and drift going to the right is just as dominant. So I think that's the reason why people are kind of reluctant to always fully cut him off. Johnson versus Evans is a good matchup. Rises up, 6-2.
But I think too, Johnson has the advantage. Look, Reggie Evans wants to play physical. Chris Johnson doesn't. So to negate that physicality, what do? You bring him out on the perimeter a little bit more. Chris Johnson is not going to try to post up Reggie Evans.
All right, here's Beasley on the move. So smooth with it. Nice touch.
Easy Beasley. At that time, isolated on the right-hand side, able to softly kiss it off the glass.
Murphy, easy play downhill, and one. That triple threat jab game, you know about this.
It is
how you played.
Right there, he caught Beasley leaning, and Murphy able to get right by him. You know, both teams off to another good, really good offensive start. We saw it in game one. Again, week 3 is kind of that transition week, especially when you have new players that haven't played together. You start to learn each other, especially when you have talent.
Here's Beasley, sidestep. Oh man, Stephenson, nice play. All right, here's Johnson looking to get downhill. Yeah, the physicality, you mentioned it early.
Yeah, that was all Reggie Evans right there.
Yeah, he's going to want to bump you as much as he possibly can.
And as much as he can get away with. See, that's the thing about it.
There's Beasley into that jab series. He's going right. Oh, good rebound. Murphy, step back on the baseline. In and out. Stevens tight ropes that. Cross, step back. Short with it. Evans. Lance gets that screen. Evans rolls. Over to Beasley for three. No good.
Good offense, though. Good offense. Got the shots you wanted in the corner.
Shuffle those feet a little bit. Yeah, Beasley's a bona fide scorer, but you don't see him. The other guys aren't doing a good job of moving the ball.
I think he's better too. He's better in space, of course, but like he's able to catch like right here and then attack. That's what Michael was tough, and that's good defense that time by Chris Johnson. But yeah, the basket, and I think the foul is on the weak side. Yeah, with Stevens on Evans. Watch. Spin move. Beasley able to get out of it using that left-hand soft touch, but the foul comes on the other side with Stevens apparently holding Reggie Evans inside.
Oh, that's interesting. You don't get to shoot the free throw.
No, but they get the ball. They get the possession back.
That's tough. In that other league, you would shoot the free throw as an and one.
Yeah. I think that's something you have to look at too. As the game evolve. Take it up here in the Big 3 to really go back and utilize that part of it.
Yeah, they're gonna challenge this. They're gonna say it hit the rim.
It didn't hit the rim. I mean, from our angle,
they're gonna challenge it. We'll see. I agree with you. Like from our angle, it looked like it didn't, and I think Stevens was kind of indecisive on it. He was like, "Did I clear it? I don't think it hit the rim," so he just went with it.
I thought it hit the corner backside of the backboard.
That's what I thought. But we'll get a chance right here. But this is their challenge.
So take a look as the ball goes up. Let's see if it.
They're going to go from that angle. That's not conclusive. No. It's going to have to be from a different angle. Hold on, let's get this call right here. Speak loud, just right into the mic. All right, let me ask you a question. Is that his only challenge if he loses it? So he can't challenge it out of bounds or anything? All right. All right, so let's take, this will be a good angle to figure this one out. All right, your call, you're the analyst.
Oh, I get it.
You got,
oh wait, watch. Oh, no.
Man, what kind of eagle eye do you got?
No, watch the rim move. Let's see if he hits it.
What are you, like you Superman?
I don't know, man. I think from initially,
I thought no.
Me too.
But you remember, the call is no. The call is it didn't hit the rim, so it has to be conclusive.
See, it's hard by the screen that we have here on our replay to kind of really see it. That's a tough one.
Actually, I don't know.
I'm telling you, this angle here, watch it right here. Boom. Does it hit it just enough?
It has to be conclusive.
It has to be conclusive.
Yeah. So why this is important, it's just a possession, it's 2 points, I get all that. But if they lose this challenge, they don't get another one.
They don't. And it's early in the game to utilize that
after
challenge.
review, the ruling on the floor has been changed to a clearing violation. Since there was no possession at the time of the whistle, we have a jump ball, an alternating possession arrow, resulting in BallHogs possession. So it's going to be BallHogs on the side out. Miami retains their challenge.
All right, so this is a little confusing. All right, so it's a violation. Normally, in a violation, clearing violation, possession will change. But because they didn't call it, it's going to remain BallHogs ball. So yeah, here's the step back. Now, I'll tell you what, man, you got some eagle eyes because what you saw the very first time is exactly what happened.
Yeah, it just the way the rim, and again, the screen is kind of tough to see. And it's weird because of, again, the rule again, the clearing violation normally will go on to the opposing team. But because it went through the basket, kind of crazy the BallHogs still have possession.
Good defense by Stephenson. Ready defensively. I'm telling you, man, I'm trying to get my son a jersey that says "Born Ready" on the back. He wore that ISO joke for like 7 straight years. I think I could see this team being a staple in our family photo albums. All right, here's Johnson with that fadeaway. He is so skilled. That's off the mark. Lance Stephenson. Oh, he's going back. Reggie Evans, he gets open, but couldn't get the catch.
That time Lance tried to lead him to the basket, but Reggie's a little off balance by setting that screen, not able to get his footwork together.
All right, so even though Kevin Murphy has all the accolades, former MVP, Simmons is playing the best ball for the BallHogs right now.
But listen,
he's been so aggressive.
18.6 rebounds, 3 steals. How about 2 blocks? Leads to Big 3, not just we talk about offense scoring the ball, leads to Big 3 and steals too. So kind of finding his footing as the go-to guy for the BallHogs offensively. Couple that with being a great defensive player too.
Chalmers try to get the charge. Simmons gets an easy one. And that's a dangerous game to play because a big-time player gets an easy basket. could turn into a big night.
How about, you say it all the time. You see it in the league. Why not try to get a layup early in the game? Kind of loosen up the wheels a little bit, and that time, Simmons.
All right. Miami NBA fans are very familiar with key members of the 305. Michael Beasley was drafted by the Miami Heat, second overall in 2008. Mario Chalmers spent 7 seasons with the Heat, winning an NBA championship in 2012 and 2013.
I kick myself in the butt every time I come back here.
Tell me why.
When I was here in 02, I had a place in Brickell.
Okay, and you sold it.
Yeah. And this was before Brickell was Brickell. Yeah. And you remember Jay-Z said, I had a chance to buy something Dumbo? Yeah, that was me.
All right, Gary Payton is going to bring the fire. Brought to you by Red Lobster. Simmons versus Reggie Evans. Reggie Evans is going to take his time, but I'm guaranteeing a left-handed shot right here. I'm guaranteeing a left-handed shot. I'm guaranteeing a left-handed shot.
Into his right hand. Told you.
Here it comes, left-hand shot.
Yeah,
I told you. I guarantee it. I guarantee a left-handed shot.
So we were both right. I said he's going right.
Going right.
And you said he's coming back left. Hey, so how about this? Offensive player scored right there on the 5.
Because big man ain't worried about none of that other stuff. He knew I'm going back with that left hand. Reggie Evans said they subbed him out. He's like, what you mean? I just got a bucket.
A bucket. And now I got to sit down. Oh, man.
Johnson pulls up. Oh, that's blocked. Beasley finishes it off, and that gets us to the first quarter break. 3:05. Just finding ways to score. It's 12-10. We got a good ball game right here. Gary Payton, he's gonna lay into his team about some defense. These guys will figure it out. Take a look. You don't want to see Beasley get an easy one. That's just what happened. We got a good one in store. Stay with us. All right, welcome back to the 305. Big 3 and Starter have teamed up to take the look of the Big 3 to the next level this year. Check out this all-new collection of apparel made especially for Big 3 fans at store.big3.com. Time now for the fadeaway presented by Bell.
Well, you're talking about a bounce-back game. You go from Baltimore to sunny South Beach, and Corey Brewer didn't disappoint. 23 points on 11-17 shooting, was dominant from the beginning. But Brian, it was his energy. His energy at the early on the onset of the game kind of set the tone, and as a result, a big-time win. I mean, big-time performance.
Yeah, he delivered.
He delivered. Big-time performance.
Here's Murphy battling. Rebound, Beasley for 3. Got an easy one earlier, and he is now hot.
And that's one thing I would practice a lot, Brian. It's getting a defensive rebound and sprinting out to some open spots. And that's almost like a play call to get an open shot. Or if you get a defender coming at you, you can drive by him. But I would practice that a lot.
Stevens missed everything. That cost him. Yeah. 3:05 on a run right here. Yeah, you mentioned that play. Like Joe Johnson's probably scored 1,000 points or whatever just on that one play.
Yeah. Joe finds those openings after the ball is up. And
too much contact right there.
Yeah.
So right now, like BallHogs got to get it going offensively. They're just like really struggling to get good shots. 9-0 run by Miami, and Beasley has 11 points. Beasley's getting a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
All right, Murphy inside. Too much grabbing by Chalmers.
And they're trying to find Chalmers, too. He's guarding. And that's a simple out-of-bounds play to post up Murphy. And that's Miami foul number 2.
All right, so this play right here is going to be Murphy going to his right hand off his hand back.
going
Oh,
back.
no, you're right. They're going right back
Going
inside.
right back at him.
He just elevates. No good. Chalmers moves it. Stephenson attacking. Gets contact. High finish. Oh, and the wiggle. Don't you feel like the pick and roll has been, this year, we've seen a lot more of it?
More, big time. I mean, why not? It's such a deadly weapon. This is an easy basket by Simmons. But if you got a shooter, put him in a corner, utilize the middle for that pick and roll. And if you can set a good screen, you're going to have a 2-on-1 or a drive to the basket by the ball handler.
Chalmers goes up, he misses. Murphy clears, goes right, step away. Johnson with the catch. Oh, and the foul. All right, we're gonna bring the fire. Both teams have 4 fouls. The reason why Sean Williams is here is because of his defense.
So, and
it's going to be Bring the Fire, brought to you by Red Lobster.
Well, and that's why you say, well, why do that? Why bring the fire right now? Cooper, confident that he can do this, get the stop.
Yeah, he can guard, no question about it. If you're at watching play, he can guard every position out here. Yeah, I'm going back to Stephenson right here with the pick and roll. Inside, oh, deflected, but Stephenson gets it back, and he, short arms the layup. And they got an offensive foul.
Was that inside?
Yeah, they got Sean Williams on it.
Let's take a look right here. Stevenson, good deflection as I'm able to drive it. Right here, he's saying that it was the hold inside by Sean Williams on Jonathan Simmons.
All right, we got a timeout call. I think Gary Payton's going to try to fire his team up right here. BallHogs down by 7. And we playing pretty good. We'll be right back. 3:05, 19-12 over the BallHogs. iHeartRadio is now the exclusive audio home of BIG3 basketball. Download the free iHeartRadio app today for your favorite music, podcast, and BIG3 play-by-play coverage.
His first start today, and I asked Mike Cooper, what took so long? He said, look, he was our #1 pick. It was eventually going to happen, but he wanted the Lance to go through a couple of games of just trying to get acclimated to the style of BIG3. But he said this is the time right now in the season where he feels he needs to have his best guys on the floor.
Well, no question about it. I wish they would have went to Chris Haynes when I played. I got myself a bucket. Every time we go to Haynes talking about a guy, he scores.
Yeah,
how cute.
Yeah, I think the BallHogs need to be a little bit more creative offensively.
Oh, that's not I don't know about that.
Mario Chalmers finally got it.
I don't know about that one. But they called an offensive foul. All right, Kevin Murphy's going to go out. A little confusion right there because the whistle was really late. All right, back to Lance Stephenson on the cut. Chalmers, he's up against the clock. Hesitation. Ooh, body bump and the finish. Oh, man. Super Mario.
Yeah, but Mario got pissed off, too, because you got to think about it. He was getting posted up by Kevin Murray, posted up. Now he's able to take advantage of it a little bit more. And now, it was that 3:05 on the 52 run. He was able to take advantage of it on Sean Williams.
Here's Johnson. It's downhill. Reggie Evans lets him go. That's a smart play. He was out of position because of foul. That's that whole thing where you shoot the free throw and you get the ball back. So Evans just lets him go.
Up 9, and that time you didn't want to give him, like you said, the foul plus the possession. There you go.
We talked about Lance Stephenson. He's got it going. Michael Beasley's got it going. Those two are an offensive problem.
We talked about it up front. Could the BallHogs defensively negate the offensive power of 305? And we see right here in this half that that's not the case.
All right, Chris Haynes with Michael Beasley.
Mike, significant lead going into the half right now. What has been the blueprint thus far?
We got extra ones. We just came to throw them.
You in Miami, first time in a while. How's it feel?
Perfect place to throw them ones. Got them strippers all over the place, right?
Thank you for your time, Mike.
Man, I should have warned them. I used to have a steady diet of those interviews, man. Throwing them ones, baby. Miami is high. Hey, contributions across the board, and that's why they're up by 11.
The Big 3 on CBS Sports is sponsored by Walmart. Try Pharmacy Express Delivery.
Man, 305 on a 17-4 run, and you see the score right there, 25-14. It's all 305. It's all Michael Beasley, Lance Stephenson. They're finding different ways to contribute to this game.
I mean, so much versatility offensively. It's tough for you to take one away, but I thought early on the BallHogs kind of found a little something, but it was the layups, the second shot opportunities, and the lack of offensive creativeness on the BallHogs that gave this 305 team life.
Time now for the juiciest moments of the half, brought to you by Simply Spiked Bold. 21 and over contains alcohol. Celebrate responsibly.
We see Michael Beasley right here with 3 of his 11 points right here in the first half, but I thought getting a layup, and you mentioned this, for a score, getting a layup early just kind of loosens things up, and that time a quick outlet in the corner, able to knock in that 3.
And you don't want to see Beasley get anything easy. No. In your world, you want to keep him frustrated. Because he can have a frustrating 20 or an easy 30. Pick which one you want. There's T-Mac right there. Talk about an easy 30. He walked in the gym with 30.
Hey, so you know I was on the squad. I was hurt, but when he scored in the last, what was it, 19 seconds on San Antonio?
Yep.
I was a cheerleader on the bench that game, watching that performance.
All right, Reggie Evans deep in the paint. Left hand hook. Automatic.
But they broke, don't fix it. Now, I like the play, though. But it's a simple play, but it was a quick hitting. Reggie able to get deep post position. Utilize that left hand.
It's going to be a foul on Beasley. Man, 27-14. Like, BallHogs is just running in mud right now. I think maybe you might have to go small with Simmons or something like that, because for whatever reason this group is just not working. All right, Evans, he's going to get fouled. And this is the stuff you were talking about. You're so concerned about Beasley that Stevens is hugging up Beasley from the 3. So you're giving Reggie Evans big body all the time in the world against a smaller defender. Free throws coming. Gary's going to have to make some type of adjustment here.
But it goes back to this, too. You talked about Beasley. A lot of times your best player doesn't necessarily always have to have the ball, but because he's a threat and the play schemes that you're running forces teams to have to kind of help towards him. You see the reach in on Mario. But yeah, going right back to that post-up play.
All right, so Simmons is checking in. They're just going to try to, they just need more offense. Like, you're not walking down, you know, a 15-point lead in this league unless you have some offense. There's Johnson going against Evans. Gets where he wants to go. Good hands by Reggie Evans. Chalmers gets the ledge.
I think Reggie's been doing that his whole career. He's been undersized, but he's been savvy enough defensively to use that to his advantage. You saw the strip that time on Chris Johnson.
Johnson gets the ball. Oh, just turnover again.
But that's the pressure by Reggie Evans. You see what I'm saying? That's the pressure. Watch Reggie right here. Sliding the puppies a little bit. He anticipates exactly where Chris Johnson wants to go up.
All right, here's Beasley. Loves that corner. Simmons on him. Oh, man, knocks his headband. Gets to that left hand. Elevates. A little bit of a shove, and that's an and one. Talking about them ones.
You got a couple ones right there with a chance to add a third one on it. And right there. But listen, a smart offensive player. Okay, you want to body me up. And as soon as you lean, that's when I got you. And that's when Michael Beasley was able to get to a strong hand and not just get to it, but finish that through some contact.
Beasley's asking for the foul here. This is a 25-4 run by the 305.
And you know, it's not like they were methodically hitting you with three-point. They just methodically picked you apart and would pick the BallHogs apart.
And their defense, too. Even though their defense is really locked in.
Yeah, but they have more movement offensively,
That's
too.
a good point.
I mean, BallHogs offensively, I thought at the beginning of the game they had much more presence offensively, but kind of slowed down as the half wore on.
Mario Chalmers runs down the ball. Evans, Beasley, the head down around the neck. 7 on the clock. Goes right, gets contact, drift shot, no good. Chalmers with another hustle play. That's 2 loose balls that Chalmers got to, making these plays. He's done it a lot in this building. He's doing it once again.
Yeah, Chalmers not the same foot speed as before, but he took the right angle to be able to get there before Chris Johnson.
Right now, I think Gary Payton's just searching for anything. They're down by 20. Miami has all the control of this game.
I mean, you can play all the defense you want sometimes, but offensively, you're not able to generate anything. It just puts that much more pressure on your defense to get a stop every time. If you can't do that, you find yourself down 20 points.
All right, it's going to be baseline out. BallHogs ball, reset of the clock. Vegas got to find something going. Right here, Smith. Finds Simmons in the corner. Made a couple corner threes last week. Pulls up. Oh! Right, that could be the one right there. Gets them going.
But, you know, even on that play, the ball was late getting to Simmons in the corner where the three-point shot could have been up. So you see, but even though he came out on the positive end, Simmons did because he was just able to make a nice shot. But the timing offensively hasn't been there for the BallHogs. Not to say that is not the case for Miami 305.
All right, Simmons with the pull. Touches up. I'm going back to Beasley right now. Like he's on one right now, but he is it's not affecting his offensive game. He's not taking bad shots.
To your point, he's not forcing it. The offense has allowed him to be a lot more efficient.
There's Beasley. Ooh, a little shimmy shake. Goes up. No good.
Yeah,
cleared by Stevens.
Yeah, Stevens was able to stay in the lane because of Reggie Evans on the perimeter. You know what I mean? He didn't have to go out and guard Evans.
All right, here's Evans. He'll take the jumper. Back rim. Good hustle by Stevens. Evans gets it back. New clock. Chalmers on that 4-point circle. He's looking inside to Beasley. 6 on the clock for Beasley. Into that jab series. He's up against it. Goes left. Gets contact. No good, but Evans gets it back and cleans it up. Beasley says, what do I got to do to get a call? But it's a pure domination by Miami 305.
It really is just a different level of offensive physicality. Beasley not able to get it in, but not to be denied. As Reggie Evans cleaning up the loose change.
The old bite racetrack.
Yeah, this was from the LA Ryan Houston Brighams game. It was a shot up, but it was Garlic Dream able to collect this loose change and finish it emphatically over the top. Beautiful play. Unfortunately, the Houston Brick hands came up 4 points short to L.A. Ryan.
Very good game, by the way.
Very good game.
All right, here's Sean Simmons. Gets to his spot, spins. Good defense by Beasley. And they're going to call foul?
Yeah. No clear-out play to come out the timeout and on the offensive rebound.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Beasley's going to ask, I've been getting fouled every single time I drive. You going to call that on me? Yeah, Beasley's not happy with that call.
It's tough for an offensive player like that because he's so dominant and he's going to get bumped, grabbed, and a lot of times you're not going to get the benefit of those calls all the time, and then you pick up a cheapie like that. Of course, you're going to have something to say to the officials.
For sure, because you're adjusting to what the officials are calling. They're not going to call you for you to get the bump. You're going to think, all right, well, I can, like ride the guy a little bit more. Ooh, Stephenson in this bag. Oh, I thought he was going to play that air guitar. And he gets that layup.
It's been that kind of afternoon offensively for Miami. Good defense, missed shot, but offensive rebound results in not a three-pointer, but a layup this time.
Smith, spin. He's going to airball that.
But look at the offense, though.
Yeah,
the offense is just, okay, I'm going to clear it out in the middle and go one-on-one.
Yeah, I mean, if you do that, you can't take a fadeaway 15-footer. You've got to get a layup out of it. They just can't find, like, nothing right now is working for the BallHogs. And I was really, after last week, seeing the BallHogs play, I'm like, okay, they're going to break through. They're going to figure this thing out. And it really just nothing going for them.
Well, you think about it, they only got 3 assists so far. We're kind of deep in the second half. So that tells you a lot right there.
And Simmons has been their best player, and Gary opted to bring him off the bench. I don't know if that messed with the team.
But this offense seems different, right?
The whole thing seems different for them.
It seems different.
Yeah. Oh, he dropped him. Oh, that air guitar put back in the case.
$20 move, $10 shot, man.
Here's Stevens. Kicks it out. Simmons trying to get it back. Oh, there's cookies, and now he's dancing and he's skipping. Oh, it's all right now. Lance will make you dance. Here he is up top. Oh, there's a hezzy. The step back. The shot. Oh, yeah! And he's doing the dancing. Lance will make you dance.
And that's why Lance Stephenson is so valuable to the big three. It's not just the score, but it's the excitement he brings to the table.
All right, stay with us. We'll have that review when you get right back. Plus,
it's safe to say that Lance Stephenson is kind of finding his groove and rhythm here in the big three. Didn't get the first highlight film shot, but that one, Lance got to the spot.
Oh, there we go.
That's kind of fitting for the Miami crowd right now, right?
You know what? Beasley should have gave him some of them singles.
He could have dropped the five. He could have dropped the five.
He said he got the ones, so he should have threw a couple ones at him.
A couple ones.
Man, Beasley and Stephenson have 28. The BallHogs have 22. There's Johnson. Inside, goes up. But I'm with you. Miami's not going to overreact to a post-up like that. It's the ball movement, it's the play, it's the energy plays. Miami's fine with that.
Yeah, all day long.
All right, here's Stevenson up top. Oh, leads Sean Williams. No good, a shot on the ground.
But that's what Lance gives you too. A little bit of that playmaking. He can score the ball, but he can give you that as well. So even though you don't have a prototypical point guard outside of Chalmers, who hasn't been playing a lot in the second half, but Stephenson can facilitate.
There we go. Okay. Well, Simmons made a few corner threes in the first 2 weeks, so you get it going here. Remember, there's no clock here, so you got to earn your way to these last 8 points for the 305. Beasley. He'll get a screen. He'll go up. It's so tough. It don't matter right, left. Michael Beasley's a scoring machine.
I found the key to being a great pick and roll player is you got to have patience. All right, he allows that time Sean Williams to kind of clear enough, take his defender with him, then he attack. You know, that half a second delay gave you an opportunity to get a layup.
Simmons against Beasley. Nice move. You know, one thing like a lot of people say, like in the league, is pace is unguardable.
Yeah.
When you play at a certain pace and you control your pace, then you're gonna get a good shot, and that's what Beasley does. You can look at him and say this and how he does things, but we're gonna bring the fire. But he plays at his pace, and that's a problem because he has great touch around the rim. Michael Cooper is gonna bring the fire, and that's gonna be brought to you by Red Lobster. Be easy on defense, Jonathan Simmons on offense. These guys gonna go one-on-one. Here it is. Simmons gets to his spot, takes his time. That's big.
You see how quick he went, though?
Oh, yeah.
And he wasn't playing around with. That was good defense by Beasley. Simmons 17 points, 13 in the second half, so showing up to try to breathe any life in this BallHogs offense. Beautiful play.
Nice play. Yeah, that pocket pass. I mean, Michael Beasley showing you the offense, showing you a little defense, now he's showing you a little passing.
And he danced for you a little bit right there. So
and the dance.
And the dance.
Here's Simmons. He's the guy that has it going in the second. Goes with that hook. He's going to get a three-point play opportunity. I wonder if Gary kind of regrets not starting him because it seems like to me they need his offense.
Yeah, but you know the key is too, though. Look at the score, 46 points. They didn't get stopped.
No, you're right.
See,
no matter what,
we're
you're
trading baskets right now, BallHogs with 305. And normally when you talk about a Gary Payton coach team, like they did last week, when they held DMV to 13 points in the first half, that's what you are talking about, the defensive side.
For the game! Michael Beasley!
Drop them ones, man. Drop them ones.
Oh, yeah. There we go, right there. He's making it rain. He is making it rain. I mean, listen, for all you people out of Miami, you guys got a show put on by the hometown team, the Miami 305.
Hey, I guarantee the streets gonna be hot tonight with Michael Beasley out there. After this, he ain't leaving going back. He's going back tomorrow morning or afternoon. But Beasley, 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block. And a show of the dancing skills at the end. Knock off a few autographs, Lance Stephenson.
All right, once again, Miami wins it 50-31. For Jim Jackson, Chris Haynes, Mike Epps, our entire crew, this is Brian Scalabrine saying so long from Miami. We'll get you out to Detroit for the final round coverage of the Rocket Classic right after these messages. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports in association with the Big 3. And you, Miami 305, you're welcome to this crowd. They had a show.